Shaq is the most dominant big man the NBA has ever seen. But today, we're going to be replacing him with Giannis, as he will take over Shaq's entire NBA career, going on a pair up with the NBA legends like Penny Hardaway, Kobe, and Dwade. So here we are in the year 1992-1993. As you guys can see on the top right corner, Giannis is coming into the league as Shaq, as he's getting drafted to the Orlando Magic, obviously. Let's see how the rookie season goes. I'm pretty sure Shaq went on to win Rookie of the Year and also shattered like 5 backboards. So let's see if Giannis could complete that. Now, the reason I thought about this video idea is because Giannis gets compared to Shaq a lot. I'm not saying he is Shaq, but when it comes to that dominance in the paint, Giannis is the modern day Shaq if you think about it. Michael Jordan obviously goes on to win MVP in 1993, and then Giannis goes on to win Rookie of the Year, averaging 15, 6, and 5 with 1 steal and 2 blocks, and only his rookie season. And he's shooting 70% from the free throw line, something Shaq couldn't do. Now, the team obviously didn't make the playoffs as they finished with a terrible record of 34 and 48. Let's see who goes on to win the championship this year. And wow, I believe this was the correct matchup in 1993, Trailblazers versus the Bulls. The Bulls did go on to win the IRL, but this time Clyde Drexler and the Blazers go on to win, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're now in Giannis' second season of his career with the Orlando Magic, which is the year 1993-1994, as you guys can see. Giannis is now at 84 overall, slowly making his way up there as he now teams up with a young Penny Hardaway. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be playing Giannis at the center position only because that's what Shaq played in his days, obviously. But I do want to see if Giannis is capable of dominating at the center position in the 90s. Let's see. At the end of the second season, Giannis and the Magic do go on to make the playoffs, finishing the season with a record of 47 and 35. That's not bad for only his second season. Giannis went on to average 16, 10, and 5 with 1 steal and 2 blocks, as Penny Hardaway went on to average 16, 2, and 7 with 1 steal. In the first round of the playoffs, we match up against the Hornets. Let's see what happens. They're the 5th seed, we're the 4th seed. They take game 1, we take game 2, we take game 3. Oh boy, can we? Oh, actually we do. I forgot. Back in the days, it only went to 4 games in the first round. Let's see who we play in the second round. We're playing up against the Miami Heat. Nothing too crazy. They're the 1st seed somehow, but they take game 1, they take game 2. Okay, we take game 3. Can we make a comeback? Can we make a comeback? Oh boy. We're jumping into the Simcast for a game 7 to see if we can possibly make it to the Eastern Conference Finals in Giannis' second season in the NBA. And it looks like that's not happening. But let's see who goes on to win the championship. The Seattle Supersonics go on to win, as Shawn Kemp goes on to win Finals MVP. Wow, interesting. All right, man, the first 2 seasons were a complete failure. Giannis is now at 87. Penny Hardaway is at 85. We're in season 3 of Giannis' career simulation as Shaq. He only played 4 seasons in Orlando, so that means Giannis currently has 2 years left, including this one, as they end up finishing 1st in the East with Giannis' best season so far record-wise, with a record of 62 and 20. And Giannis's numbers haven't moved up much, as he still went on to average 15, 10, and 5 with 1 steal and 1 block. Penny Hardaway on the other side, numbers kind of went up, averaging 18, 2, and 7 with 1 steal. In the first round, we match up against Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers. They're obviously the 8th seed. We take game 1, we take game 2, they take game 3, and we beat them in 4 games to advance to the second round, where we will be playing the Washington Bullets, not the Wizards. Mid team. We take game 1, we take game 2, we take game 3. Okay, I thought we were gonna sweep them, but maybe not. We do beat them in 5 games to make it to Giannis' first Eastern Conference Finals appearance in his career. They're the 6th seed. There's no way we don't make it to the finals. We take game 1, they take game 2, we take game 3, we take game 4. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're going to a game 7. We're going to a freaking game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. There's no freaking way. We were 1 win away from making it to the finals. And look at this now. Are you freaking serious? What am I looking at right now? And the Jazz, wow, Karl Malone and John Stockton complete the mission this time and go on to win the championship in 1995, taking advantage of Michael Jordan retiring from the league. All right, man, we're now in 1995, 1996, which this would be Giannis's final season in Orlando. MJ returns to the league and instantly goes back to winning MVP as Giannis and the Magic finished second in the East with another insane record of 63-19. Giannis was averaging 19, 12, and 7 as Penny Hardaway went on to average 18, 3, and 10. In the first round, we meet up against a team that took us out last year. It's crazy because this time it's in the first round. They're the 7th seed, so they're not looking too good. We take game 1, they take game 2, we take game 3, and we beat them in 4 games to get our revenge to not advance to the second round and play the Charlotte Hornets. Let's see what this team is looking like. Muggsy Bogues. Okay. Nothing too crazy. They're the 6th seed. We should be able to take care of that easily and maybe meet up against the Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals for another chance to make it to the NBA Finals. And it looks like we're gonna have to sim cash for the game 7 because there's no way I'm letting us go out sad like that. There's no freaking way. Come on, Giannis. We do beat the Hornets in game 7 of the second round to now meet up against Jordan in the Eastern Conference Finals. Here we go, man. Going into game 1. We take game 1. Let me check the box score real quick. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Come on, Giannis. Giannis is only taking 12 shots. Bulls take game 2. We take game 3. We tie it 2-2. Oh, my God. Come on. Bulls are up 3-2. We have to force a game 7. We have to force a game 7 versus Mike. Oh my God, no. And Mike is just the greatest of all time. There's nothing you can do about that, right? But we get the Spurs versus the Bulls. Let's see who goes on to win. And of course, Michael Jordan returns to the league, goes on to win MVP, makes it to the finals, and wins another championship. So like I was telling you guys earlier, this was Giannis's last season in Orlando due to Shaq only playing 4 seasons here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Shaq did go on to make 1 finals appearance in his years in Orlando, playing up against, I believe, Hakeem Olajuwon and then losing. Now Giannis on the other side in 4 seasons didn't make the finals, but did make it to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. It's time to go to LA. Let's see what happens in LA, man. This is gonna be crazy. And here we are as Giannis makes his way to LA to team up with a very young Kobe Bryant, should I say Froby Bryant. Young Kobe, 82 overall, and then Giannis is currently a 91 at 22 years old. Let's see what goes on in the first season. In Giannis's first season in LA, he goes on to win his first MVP award, averaging 21, 12, and 5 with 1 steal and 2 blocks. The team also finished first in the West with a record of 60 and 22. And as you guys can see, Kobe went on to average 18, 3, and 3. Not bad for a rookie Kobe, man. In the first round of the playoffs, we match up against the Warriors. All right, team. Nothing too crazy, though. They are the 8th seed. Oh, wow, and they beat us in game 1. We beat them in game 2. We beat them in game 3. And we finished them off in 4 games to meet up against the Seattle Supersonics in the second round of the playoffs. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. They're the 5th seed. Let's see what happens. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. Oh boy, they're coming back. Come on. 1 win away. And we make it to the Western Conference Finals in Giannis's first year in the West with LA and Kobe. Meeting up against the San Antonio Spurs, the 2nd seed in the West right behind us. We take game 1. We take game 2. I have not been checking the box score. Giannis with 22, 13, and 3. Kobe 31 and 5. Hey, that boy has some dog in him early in his career. We take game 3 and we just swept the Spurs as Giannis finally makes it to his first ever finals. Can they get it done though? We're meeting up against the New York Knicks, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Larry Johnson. Let's see what happens. Lakers take game 1. Oh my God, the duel of Kobe and Giannis is absolutely going crazy in their first season together. Knicks take game 2. It's 1-1 now. Oh boy, they take game 3. We tied it back to 2-2, and we're 1 win away from winning a championship in Giannis's 5th season in the league. Can they get it done? And it looks like they're definitely getting it done. Wow, man. In Kobe's rookie season, he goes on to win his first championship, teaming up with Giannis, your finals MVP. Yo, this is insane right here. Let's freaking go, Giannis. And boy, oh boy, Giannis, man. In only 5 seasons, this man has a Rookie of the Year award, a MVP award, a NBA championship, right along with Finals MVP. This man is different. Bringing Kobe Bryant a championship in only his first season. That is crazy. This only tells you how far this duo can go. We're just getting started, man. Buckle up your seats. In the second season of the duo of Giannis and Kobe, they go on to finish second in the West with a record of 50 and 32, as Giannis's numbers slightly drop back down to 19, 10, and 5. But Kobe on the other side is going ballistic. This man went on to average 21, 3, and 4 in his second season. But now it's time to see if Giannis and Kobe can go back to back in LA in their first 2 seasons together. That would be crazy. Lakers take game 1, Jazz take game 2, Jazz take game 3, and wow, we went from championship to first rounders. That is crazy. Let's see who goes on to win the championship. The Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett, goes on to win a championship in Minnesota this time. All right, man, we're now in season 3 of this duel in LA of Kobe and Giannis. Giannis is now a 94. Kobe moved up to a 92 in his 3rd season. But the team they got around them is way better than the last 2 seasons. They're definitely making some noise this season. Wow, Giannis goes on to win another MVP in the 90s. That alone right there should just tell you how dominant this man Giannis really is. So far, he got a championship and a finals MVP and 2 regular season MVPs in the 90s. Can he complete getting another championship in the 90s this season? We'll see. Just in case you guys want to see Kobe's numbers this season, he went on to average 24, 3, and 5. Man, this team is on a roll. Yo, yeah, one more thing. They finished with an insane record of 69 and 13. Finishing first in the West. In the first round of the playoffs, we match up against the Clippers. Nothing too crazy here. We beat them in game 1. We beat them in game 2. We beat them in game 3 to advance to the second round to meet up against the Sacramento Kings. We take game 1. We take game 2. And it looks like, oh, maybe not. Thought it was going to be sweet, but we do beat them in 5 games to make it to the Western Conference Finals. In the Western Conference Finals, we match up against the Portland Trailblazers, the team of Scottie Pippen, and that's really about it. They're the 7th seed. I don't even know how they made it this far, and they take game 1. Bro, are you serious? It's tied at 1-1 now. We take game 3. We take game 4. And we do make it to the finals once again to meet up against the Miami Heat, the team of Tim Hardaway, Steve Smith, Glenn Rice, and Alonzo Mourning. They're the 2nd seed in the East. Let's see what happens. We take game 1. Let me see the box real quick. Kobe with 28. Going into game 2, we take game 2. Giannis with 27 and 10. Kobe with 21, 3, and 9. Going into game 3, we take game 3. And man, this might be a sweep right here, as the Lakers are 1 win away from winning another championship. We're going to jump into the simcast for this one. Let's see what happens. We're most likely going to whoop them, though. There's no doubt about it. Imagine they really come back. That would be crazy. Nah, we do go on to win a championship, as Giannis goes on to finish the 90s with 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 regular season MVPs. Hey, man, if you ask me, Giannis would fit perfectly in the 90s. Now, I know Giannis has already went on to win 2 championships, but this is where the fun starts, because Kobe is quickly starting to rise, as he's now at 94, and Giannis, at the age of 25, early in his career, not even at the start of his prime, this man is a 96 overall with a great team around them. Let's see if they can go win a 3-peat like Kobe and Shaq. And this is crazy. 76 and 6 as a regular season record. And as you guys can see at the bottom, Kobe went on to average 27, 3, and 5, with Giannis averaging 25, 8, and 3. In the first round, we meet up against the Portland Trailblazers, the team of Scottie Pippen, Clyde Drexler. Let's see what happens at old Clyde Drexler. They are the 8th seed. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. And we beat them in 4 games to advance to the second round, where we're now playing the Seattle Supersonics, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, once again. This should be pretty easy though. We take game 1, we take game 2, we take game 3, and we sweep them to advance to the Western Conference Finals to meet up against the San Antonio Spurs once again. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. Oh man, they are the 2nd seed. It's gonna be tough, but we do take game 1 so far. Oh, and we take game 2. They take game 3. Wow, that should have been a 7-game series, but you know what? I'll take it. We make it to the NBA Finals again to play the Indiana Pacers. Is Reggie Miller gonna get that ring that he desperately wants, or is Giannis and Kobe gonna go back to back? Let's see. Going into game 1, we take game 1. Kobe with 23, 7, and 8. Giannis with 22, 2, and 4 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. Going into game 2, they take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. Oh man, they are 1 win away from going back to back. You know, we got to jump into the simcast when it comes to that final game. We're most likely gonna win. Even if we don't win, we still have another chance. But this is definitely over with, y'all. I jump into the game to get the championship celebration. I go to the box score, and Giannis has 30, 12, and 3 with Kobe 37, 3, and 7. Yo, this duo right here is something else. And there you guys have it, man, as Giannis and Kobe go back to back, with Giannis winning his 3rd ever NBA championship and 3rd finals MVP. All right, man, we're now in the year 2000 and 2001, as this duo right here is starting to be very unstoppable at a young age, man. Giannis is only 26 and Kobe is only 22, man, and they're already going crazy with 3 championships. Coming off a back-to-back, let's see if they can get a 3-peat. Now, I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but Giannis goes on to have his best year of his career, averaging 34, almost 35 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists with 1 steal and 2 blocks, going on to win his 3rd MVP. As you guys can see, they finished with another insane record of 70 and 12, finishing 1st in the West, as Kobe, right behind Giannis, goes on to average 32, 5, and 4. I'm not gonna lie to you, they had to be close in that MVP voting. They're freaking going crazy, man. In the 1st round, we're playing up against the Seattle Supersonics. Hey, you know what? I'm not even worried that I'm just gonna simulate every single round by round instead of game by game. That's how much I'm not worried. Look at that. Freaking look at that. We make it to the NBA Finals for the 3rd year in a row, meeting up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see what happens. Lakers take game 1. Bucks take game 2. Oh boy, let's see the box real quick. Man, oh man, this duo right here, I'm telling you guys, that would have been something special. Just imagine if that actually happened, bro. Just imagine, right? Look at that. A freaking 3-peat, as Giannis goes on to win his 4th finals MVP. All right, man, Giannis and Kobe are coming off a 3-peat. We're now in the year 2001, 2002. Let's see if they can keep this going, man. They're on a roll so far. Once again, not a surprise, another insane record of 69 and 13, 1st in the West. Kobe and Giannis's numbers kind of dropped. They took it slow this year. As you guys can see, they're probably tired after a freaking 3-peat. So yeah, their numbers did drop, as Kobe went on to average 26, 5, and 4, and then Giannis went on to average 25, 10, and 4. In the 1st round, they meet up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see if they can possibly win a 4-peat. That would be freaking crazy, as they move on to the 2nd round and play the Seattle Supersonics. They play the same team every freaking year in the playoffs, but hey, it is what it is. And they take game 1 as I'm speaking. Oh, and they take game 2. Oh my God, are we gonna lose? We're making a comeback, and we come back down 2-0. Wow. Anyways, we make it to the Western Conference Finals for like the 4th year in a row to meet up against the Golden State Warriors. Let's see if we can make it to the finals for a 4th year in a row. Maybe 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, and okay, maybe not. We're going to a game. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna simulate, and we get eliminated finally, as the Golden State Warriors go on to win a championship. Wow, I really thought we were gonna go for the 4-peat, but I guess not. All right, man, we're now in the year 2002, 2003. Kobe is 24, Giannis is 28. It's really just them two, because the rest of the team is not looking so good. So we'll see what happens this season. Kobe finally goes on to win his own individual award, winning MVP in 2003. Finally, something over Giannis, because Giannis was just on a complete tear. Oh yeah, and The Lakers finished with another insane record of 72-10. Man, these boys are hot. Just in case you guys are wondering, Kobe and Giannis both finished all NBA first team. That is insane. Before we get into the playoffs, these were Giannis's stats this year: 30, 14, and 3 with 1 steal and 3 blocks. In the first round, we meet up against the LA Clippers, the team of Andre Miller, Lamar Odom, and Elton Brand. This should be pretty easy. Oh, and just by saying that, they already take game 1 and they take game 2. Are you kidding me? Bro, can we make a comeback? What is going on right now? What was that, 2K? We just came back down 3-0 to make it to the second round and play the Sacramento Kings. That was just crazy right there. I've never seen nothing like that before, but hey, I'll take it. We take game 1 so far in the second round. We take game 2. We take game, never mind. They take game 3. They take game 4. We take game 5, and we beat them in game 6 to advance to the Western Conference Finals to play the San Antonio Spurs. Tony Parker, the team we always meet up against in the Western Conference Finals. Tim Duncan and David Robinson. David Robinson. Was he even in the league around this time still? I'm not sure, but hey, it is what it is. We take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. And we take game 6 to make it back to finals bound and play the Indiana Pacers. Going into game 1, we take game 1. Let me check out the box real quick. Look at that, man. Kobe with 37, 7, and 4. Giannis with 26, 16, and 3, and 3 blocks. We're up 1. It's now tied 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. And can we win in game 5 to win Giannis's 5th NBA championship? And this is crazy because he still has to go ahead and team up with Dwade Wade. This is crazy as Kobe goes on to win his first finals MVP. All right, man, we're now in the year 2003-2004 as this would be Giannis's final season in LA as he would head to Miami to team up with Dwade Wade. Let's see how this last season plays out and then head to Miami. In Giannis's final season in LA, he goes on to win his 4th MVP, averaging 28, 15, and 3 with 1 steal and 3 blocks. And I think throughout this entire simulation on the Lakers, this is the worst record they've had, 64-18. Only because it's his final season in LA, I'm just gonna simulate the entire playoffs without stopping. Let's see what goes on to happen, right? Let's see. I let go of the controller. So far they've made, and we get eliminated in the second round as, what the hell? LeBron takes the Cavs to the NBA Finals in his rookie season and goes to win it all. Now that is crazy right there. I did not expect that to happen. All right, man, here we are in the year 2004-2005 as Giannis is now a part of the Miami Heat, teaming up with a young Dwade Wade at the age of 22. Let's see what happens in the first year, man. This team is looking very bad, but we'll see what happens. Giannis and the Heat go on to finish second in the East with a record of 52-30 as Giannis put up numbers like 27, 13, and 4, and Dwade Wade in his second season 26, 4, and 7. We meet up against LeBron and the defending champs in the first round of the playoffs. Let's see what happens. Oh, and they take game 1 already. It's tied 1-1 now. 2-1, we're down, tied 2-2 now. 3-2, 3-3. We're jumping into the Simcast for a game 7 in the first round. Let's see what happens. It's funny because Giannis is gonna end up teaming up with LeBron later in his career also. But let's see who goes on to win in game 7. And the Miami Heat have been eliminated in the first round of Giannis's first year in Miami as Tracy McGrady and the Houston Rockets go on to win a championship. But we're now in the year 2005-2006, which is the exact year that Dwade and Shaq went on to win their first championship, or only championship, should I say, as a duo in Miami. So let's see if they can do it again, but this time, instead of Shaq, it's Giannis. In Dwade's third year in the NBA, he goes on to win MVP, averaging 28, 6, and 10 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. As Giannis put up numbers like 23, 14, and 4 with 1 steal and 2 blocks. And the team finished first in the East with a record of 60-22. Now playing the 76ers in the first round of the playoffs. Let's see what happens. They are the 8th seed. We take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. And it looks like, never mind. I thought this was going to go to a game 7, but I guess not. We do make it to the second round and play the Orlando Magic, the team of Dwight Howard and Steve Francis. They're the 4th seed. Let's see what happens. They take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. And we beat them in 5 games to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they would meet up against the Detroit Pistons. These boys were some demons, man. Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, and Ben Wallace. This is going to be a tough one. They are the 2nd seed. Let's see what happens. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. And we beat them in 5 games to advance to the NBA Finals and play the Golden State Warriors. This team is ass. How in the heck did they make it this far? What am I looking at right now? Anyways, going into game 1, and they take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And it looks like we are NBA champions, ladies and gentlemen. That would be Giannis's 5th or 6th. Actually, I think this is his 6th NBA championship so far in the video. Giannis gets the job done, going on to win a championship in 2006. All right, man, we're now in the year 2006, 2007, as Giannis has 2 more years left a part of the Miami Heat. Let's see what he can get done. For Giannis's first time in his career, he goes on to win Defensive Player of the Year with 1 steal and 2 blocks. I mean, he's gotten way better than that before on the defensive side, so that's kind of weird. He should have been 1 Defensive Player of the Year. As the team finishes 4th in the East with a record of 49 and 33. In the first round, we'll meet up against the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna simulate the entire round, only because this video is way too long already, and as you guys can see, we got eliminated in the 2nd round. Let's see who goes on to win the championship though, and the Golden State Warriors go on to win as Jason Richardson takes home Finals MVP. We're now in the 2007-2008 NBA season, as this would be Giannis's final year in Miami. This team isn't looking so good other than Dwade and Giannis, so I highly doubt they make some noise this year. Dwade goes on to win MVP and Giannis' final year a part of that team, as Giannis went on to average numbers like 25, 11, and 3 with 1 steal and 1 block. The team also finished 3rd in the East with a record of 57 and 25 as they play the New Jersey Nets in the 1st round. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna simulate the entire round, and wow, are you freaking serious? And just like that, they get eliminated in the 1st round in Giannis's final season in Miami. Let's not forget though, let's see who goes on to win a championship in 2008, and the Houston Rockets. Tracy McGrady and Houston Rockets go on to take it all. We're officially in the 2009 NBA season, where Shaq would head to Phoenix from Miami and team up with Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Jason Richardson. But unfortunately, I'm gonna cut the video short right here, only because Shaq has said it himself, these seasons didn't really matter. He was really just ring chasing, going from team to team, trying to beat Kobe and having more championships than him. Well, in this case, that doesn't really matter, because Giannis went on to have one of the best NBA careers ever, and honestly, I think he had a better career than Shaq himself. I mean, this man went on to win 4 regular season MVPs, 1 Defensive Player of the Year, and won 6 NBA championships, right along with 5 final MVPs. What if LeBron took his talents to the Big Apple instead of joining Miami in 2010? Well, in order to find out what happens, make sure to click on the video on the screen.